Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the open Great League and let's try out this team. We're going to be using the Toxapex paired with the Diggersby in the back and the Clodsire. So we got an okay lead here. This Dunsparce is just doing some neutral matchup here. They do go a switch out after a draw run. We're going to chip away at this Clodsire and then use our own Clodsire, so that we have the health advantage. It looks like they are going to fire off an Earthquake. Makes sense. We are going to tank it. We're going to fire off our own Earthquake, get some into the red. Now it comes down to what do we want to shield. We do shield here. Ends up only be the Sludge Bomb, so great bait by our opponent. They go into their Azumarill. We are going to build up a good amount of energy, catch a move, and go into the Toxapex matchup against this Azumarill. This is a really good matchup for us. We're going to fire off this Sludge Wave to apply full pressure. They do decide to shield, but we don't have to worry about any move here for now. Play Rough, not effective. They switch back out into the Dunsparce. We're going to shield here so that we can save this, and then we're going to use our Diggersby onto their Dunsparce. So we're kind of dancing around matchups right now. Draw Run does get used. We can tank all the moves from the Dunsparce. We are going to fire off the Scorching Sin. It does proc the debuff, and now we're in a really good position. They're going to come right back in with the Azumarill. So they're really playing with the switch timer, weaving in and out, switching out, and then we're going to try to catch a move. We do catch the move onto the Toxapex. Ice Beam does take us out, but they use some energy, so we know they're energy dry. We're going to go back into our Diggersby here, over farm like crazy. Fire off this Scorching Sand. It should take out this Azumarill. Down goes the Azumarill, comes back in with the Clodsire. They still have the Dunsparce. We fire out the Scorching Sand to take that out, and now we're going to be able to farm down with the Diggersby. So GG's Star Opponent able to win that game. Kind of playing around, dancing around with the switch timers, getting the alignment we wanted. We wanted the Diggersby onto their Dunsparce, and that's exactly what happened. All right, here we go. We got the Toxapex versus the Shadow Feraligatr. Mainly, we're applying the fast move pressure. You can see we already almost got them into the yellow. As soon as we have the Sludge Wave, we're going to fire off the Sludge Wave. It does go off, and that's really good for us. Now they have the Dunsparce come in, so we're going to switch out into the Clodsire. They are going to fire off the Draw Run. They're going to stay in for now. We're going to fire off the Earthquake. Earthquake does get shielded. Interesting. So they haven't switched out yet, and it looks like they want to get rid of this Clodsire. So we possibly could have a okay, it looks like they do finally switch out. They go into their Dugong. We are going to be able to get to the Stone Edge to grab that last shield. So basically they have no shields. We're going to have to win this game with Diggersby and Toxapex. We're going to tank the first move here, then reset the debuff, go into our Toxapex, force them to use some energy here. They go for the Icy Wind, so good bait. And now they're going to switch back into their Dunsparce, fire off the Draw Run. We can tank one, and then we're going to fire off our own Sludge Wave here to take out this Dunsparce. And then now we are going to not over farm, but try to get to a move. Oh, we tried to switch out of there, but they do get the farm down. We do have some residual energy on our Diggersby, so we are going to be able to fire off this Scorching Sand. We are double debuffed at this point, and now it just comes down to, can we get to the next move before they get to their move? Yes, we can. We're going to be able to fire off this Scorching Sand, and boom, take out the Dugong. So cutting a little bit closer there at the end. Couldn't quite switch out of that Toxapex matchup to save that energy. If we had thrown the energy, it wouldn't have been as close. So GG Star Opponent. Here we go. We've got Charge Bug, terrible matchup. We're going to switch out into the Clodsire. They switch out into their Wish Cache. Wow. It's been a while since we've seen the Wish Cache, but we know that they potentially have Mud Bomb, Scold, maybe Blizzard, but you can see they're going to be able to throw in timing here. Oh, they go for another Mud Bomb, so maybe they did have the Blizzard. We are going to be able to take them out with 2 Earthquakes, and it looks like we do get the matchup we want. So Charge Bug onto our Diggersby, really good matchup here. They finally switch out into their Jump Up, and we're going to have the Toxapex onto their Shadow Jump Up. Energy Ball gets used, no debuff. And now we're just going to chip away and go for these brines. We do grab a shield, and now our opponent is kind of in a pickle because they're getting relatively low. They have to throw these energy balls. The energy balls are high energy cost. 2 energy balls finally checks us out there, but we're going to look for a potential farm down. We just shield here, and it looks like they go for the arrow A's. That's fine, because we have tons of energy for this Charger Bug now. Scorching Sand does get used, where you can tank at least 3 X Scissors, and we still have a shield, so we should be okay. We're going to take the first one to see what they actually have. X Scissor does get revealed, and now we're going to be able to get to another move. We're going to fire off this Fire Punch. Should be enough because it's super effective, and now we're going to be able to farm down. So GG's to our opponent, able to get the matchup we wanted. So the Diggersby getting onto the Charger Bug was the key. If you didn't realize it already, the main core is the Toxapex with the Diggersby. Has good complements to each other. We're going to shield here so that we can get off at least one more Stone Edge. This Stone Edge here will get them into the yellow. And then we're going to force out a decision. Are they going to shield or let this go? So we do get the shield back. And then we pretty much did as much as we could. Icy Wind does get used again, so it allows us to get to another Stone Edge. This is going to grab the shield, or it's going to get the KO. So just like that, they're down to no shields. We're going to switch out into the Diggersby, and Icy Wind does get used. We are going to throw this Fire Punch on optimal timing here. This is going to barely not take him out, and they finally come back in with our Azumarill. So Azumarill with the Drifloon being paired up, we basically want this Diggersby out of here because it really has no play. So we're going to switch out immediately into the Toxapex once we are have the switch timer up. Play Rob does get used. We can tank that easily. We have to overfarm because of the Drifloon still lurking. So we're going to fire off this Sledge Wave right before they get to the move. And now we see Frostlass in the back. This is double ghost types. We are going to have to eventually expend this shield, so we're going to use it now. We do shield the correct Shadow Ball. They try to catch the move, but it allows us to get the extra energy, and they realize that it's going to be tough to win in that situation. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game barely against the double ghost, and the Toxapex coming in clutch, farming down and getting off a good amount of energy. All right, good lead here. We got the Toxapex versus Superior. They switch out into the Dugong, which is not that great for our backline, so we're just going to stay in. Fire off this Sludge Wave. Let's see what they end up doing here. Huge Sludge Wave goes through, so that's good chip damage. And now they're going to be using Drill Runs. Okay, they have back-to-back moves. We are going to allow it to go through. Drill Run almost gets us out, but we're still in the red. And from this range, all we have to do is just keep on chipping away. So we do get the shield from the Brine. We're going to shield here. They go for the Icy Wind, which is okay. And we do get the farm down. So we got the matchup we wanted. We're going to switch out into the Diggersby. They switch back out into the the Superior, but we're going to be able to counter them with our Fire Punches. We can tank one Frenzy Plant. This Frenzy Plant, super effective, gets us into the red, which allows us to get to another Fire Punch, getting them into the red after some fast moves, forcing out some energy from the Superior. They do go for the Aerial Ace. And now we just got to go into our Clodsire, and we can either... okay, they actually switch out into the Clodsire. So we're going to fire off this Earthquake. Earthquake gets them into the yellow. We know that we can tank one Earthquake as well, but we're going to shoot early to get them to feel pressured. And then we're going to go for another Earthquake. This is going to get the shield. We know that we can tank one, so we just got to make sure we throw in good timing here after tanking this Earthquake. They tried to catch the move, but we were going to overfarm anyways, and that is GG. So well played by us. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.